not ready to answer my question, viewers. Viewers today want to know if Arnab is a coward or a nationalist. Arnab, this is for national interest.
The idea of this video essay came to me when Kunal Kamra heckled Arnab Goswami on a flight. In its report of the incident, The Independent described Kunal Kamra as a prominent left-wing comedian. And this description of Kunal Kamra as a leftist annoyed me. So I decided to make a video essay on why Kunal Kamra is not a leftist. The word left originated in France during the French Revolution when people supporting monarchy sat on the right side of the Estate General, whereas those opposing monarchy sat on the left side. Thus, those who supported monarchy were described as right-wing, whereas those who advocated for constitutionalism were described as left-wing. Over a period, these terms came into common usage where left became associated with workers and peasants, while right came to be associated with tradition and nationalism. The left ideology owes its ideas to intellectuals like Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels, whereas in the right wing we have intellectuals like, honestly I don't know any right wing intellectual. But let's move on. Soon the left ideology spread across the globe and reached India. In India, the left dominated the cultural sphere in early 20th century with organizations such as All India's Progressive Writers Association and Indian People's Theatre Association. A freedom fighter like Bhagat Singh can be described as a leftist in the Indian context.
आजादी हमारा मकसद नहीं है, मकसद है वतन बनाना, एक ऐसा वतन जहां हर तबके के लोगों को बराबरी से जीने का हक मिले, जहां मजहब के नाम पर समाज में बंटवारा ना हो। हम सबको मिलकर बनाना है एक समाजवादी वतन। Wait a second. What does all of this have to do with Kunal Kamra? Nothing. That's exactly my argument. Kunal Kamra has nothing to do with left or leftist ideology. His only acquaintance with leftist ideology is a copy of Karl Marx's Das Kapital gifted to him by Kanhaiya Kumar, which he never bothered to read. For all these reasons, it is clear to me that Kunal Kamra is not a leftist, and he does not offer a leftist critique to the right-wing policies of BJP. But wait a second, I genuinely enjoy Kunal Kamra's stand-up comedy. I think he offers a hilarious critique of the BJP government. And this left me wondering, if Kunal Kamra's comedy is not based on ideology, then what is this critique actually based on? Therefore, I intently watched all of Kunal Kamra's videos and realized that his critique is based on a particular use of language, a specific style of speech, a style that can only be described as parody. Kamra here imitates the voice, the tone, and the ideology of his opponents. Parody here is not a style of language as much as it is an absence of one's own unique language. Parody takes the words of another person and repeats them with a slight twist of tone and tenor to lend them an absolutely new meaning.
That time an old Indian uncle just appeared and he said, हमारे जवान हमारे लिए सीमा पे खड़े हैं और आप दोनों ATM के लाइन में खड़े नहीं हो सकते। माँ हिंदू खतरे में है।
In India, parody has emerged as a new form of counterculture, a powerful form of political criticism. And the most popular clips in this new counterculture are merely words and phrases spoken by politicians and news anchors that now paradoxically refer to their own actions.
हिपोक्रेसी की भी सीमा होती है।
बोलती है ड्रग दो ड्रग दो ड्रग दो ड्रग दो ड्रग दो।
आपसे खतरनाक इस देश के लिए कोई हो नहीं सकता।
Kunal Kamra's dear friend Ramit Verma also heavily uses parody in his two YouTube channels, Official Being Human and Karur Darshan. Even the name of his YouTube channel is a parody based on the mispronunciation of a word by none other than our Prime Minister.
Big thank you for being here.
And his other channel, Karur Darshan, fashions itself as a ruthless and bloodthirsty version of Doordarshan. In both these channels, Raman takes clips from news channels and edits them in a way that the news becomes a parody of itself. He does it by introducing a different background score.
सच बताइए, why don't you get tired? आप थकते क्यों नहीं?
By adding text to the screen.
Question is, if the farmer is not in distress, why is the opposition in distress? Are you distressed that the farmer is not distressed? You are distressed that the farmer is not distressed.
And by juxtaposing two very different scenes together.
लोगों की तकलीफों का एहसास हो, साइंस लेड अप्रोच हो, तो जमीन पर किया गया काम नजर भी आता है।
लाशों की कतार लगी थी इधर से उधर, पूरा बॉडी जल रहा था, तो पूरा
लाइन लगी हुई है। इतनी ज़्यादा डेड बॉडी है कि वेटिंग चल रहा है, उसमें आप नंबर लगाने जाएंगे तो 10 घंटा लग जाएगा।
However, what distinguishes Kunal Kamra in this counterculture is his ability to parody himself. He shares images of expensive cars that are supposedly gifted to him by Rahul Gandhi, in a way simultaneously embracing and parodying his trolls who believe him to be funded by the Congress.
Yeah, were you always paid by the Congress?
Rahul Gandhi used to come and give me my tiffin and my recess and used to jam on it.
बजट है थोड़ा। कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया बहुत पैसा दिया मेरे को।
In such statements, Kunal Kamra exaggerates the ideas of his trolls to such an extent that those very ideas lose their original meaning and reveal their underlying absurdity. However, Kunal Kamra's clearest attempt at self-parody comes forth when he shares memes and videos created by right-wing trolls and critics. On the occasion of the Ram Mandir Bhumi Pujan, he shared this video on Twitter.
छन से जो टूटे कोई सपना, जग सुना सुना लागे, जग सुना सुना लागे, कोई रहे ना जब अपना।
Self-parody is an ability to wear one's own clothes in order to have the pleasure of seeing other people as naked. In a way, it's difficult to criticize Kunal Kamra because he does not occupy a moral, ethical, or even an ideological position. He's not a thinker, therefore his ideas cannot be criticized. He can only be mocked. And if you mock him properly through a meme or a video, he might actually end up sharing it on his Twitter wall. Kunal Kamra essentially is like a clown in a Shakespeare's play whose only task is to provoke and offend, to mock and laugh at the hypocrisy of our system. And he's not the only clown. Parody is emerging as a new cultural phenomenon in India. Samdesh Bhatia and Shahbaz Ansar are two other individuals who have brought journalism to the playground of parody. Dressed in his shorts with a mic in his hand, Samdesh Bhatia hops around the town, self-consciously behaving like a joker. With the rise of Arnab Goswami, the reasonable debates in a calm and sophisticated manner have become obsolete in our public sphere. They just seem too old school, too ancient, too sophisticated, as if remnants from old Doordarshan times. Now our public sphere has been conquered by screaming anchors, loud claims and fake news. And the only way of dealing with so much noise is by creating more noise, by imitating the very culture that we seek to critique. And this cultural movement is nowhere more embodied than in the ground reports of Samdesh Bhatia.
शहरी जीवन और सेक्युलर लोगों ने हमें भ्रष्ट बना दिया है।
सड़क नहीं चाहिए, रोटी नहीं चाहिए, मंदिर चाहिए।
तो अपनी सद्बुद्धि को बरकरार रखने के प्रयास में हम आए हैं विश्व हिंदू परिषद द्वारा आयोजित इस धर्म संसद में, ये जानने की कैसे हम एक नई ऊर्जा के संग बन सकते हैं विराट हिंदू। जय श्री राम।
And similarly, Shahbaz Ansar goes onto the streets, sharing the biases, prejudices, and even the bigotry of the people he interviews. And in doing so, he mocks them, parodies them, and ultimately reveals the irrationality of their ideas.
मुस्लिम औरतें इसलिए बच्चा पैदा कर रही हैं ताकि भारत पे कब्जा हो सके। जी जी। क्या किया जाए अब इनका, कैसे इनको सुधारा जाए?
इनको सुधारने का राइट यही है कि जब इनके ह्यूमन राइट्स कम होंगे और जो बाकी पॉपुलेशन है इंडियंस हैं,
मतलब इनके राइट्स छीन लिए जाएं।
राइट्स इनके छीन लिए जाएं। दिस इज द मेन इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग।
बहुत इंटेलेक्चुअल लगे सर आप मेरे को।
थैंक यू, थैंक यू।
In our world of loud claims and fake news, parody has emerged as probably the best kind of politics. Thus, when Kunal Kamra heckled Arnab Goswami on a flight, he did not use his ideas, arguments, or ideology to debate Arnab Goswami. Instead, he merely twisted, tilted, and transformed Arnab's words in a way that they became a parody.
Is being a coward. He's not ready to answer my question, viewers. Viewers today want to know if Arnab is a coward or a nationalist. Arnab, this is for national interest. I am part of the Tukre narrative. You should deflate me. You should take enemies of the state down. You should make sure that the country is in safe hands of Narendra Modi. Arnab, are you a coward or are you a journalist? Are you a coward or are you a journalist?